Hi YouTube, it's Jenna, the Hearth Witch, and tonight I've come home from work and I want to do a little work with this lodestone. So a lodestone is a magnetic stone, and in the voodoo tradition, or hoodoo tradition, it is considered a living being. Now, this little guy, I found him this weekend in like in a box in one of my spare rooms that I was cleaning out, and um, I really don't know what happened. I don't know how he ended up there. I think he just got misplaced and forgotten about. And I'm sorry about that. So sorry, little lodestone. But lodestones are fantastic for attracting what you want out of the universe. And as long as you take care of them and feed them, and we'll talk about feeding in a minute, they will help bring you what you want. Um, and you don't, leave them in a box and forget that they exist, because that's kind of sad. So we're going to take this lodestone, and the first thing that we want to do, you can get magnetic sand. You can get it online, get it on Amazon. You can also just get plain old iron filings, which is what I have here, and that's what you use to feed the lodestone. So they are attracted to the lodestone, and you use a pinch of that every day. And again, we're going to talk about that in a minute. But the first thing that you want to do with a lodestone like this, whether you've gotten it from a store or you found it in a box, is you want to make sure that it's alive. And what I mean by that is, does it still have attraction? So what we're going to do is we're going to take a little bit of the iron filings, and we're going to sprinkle them on. And I don't know if you can see that or not, but the iron filings are attracted to and staying on our lodestone, so he's alive. Yay. All right, we're going to brush that off. We're just going to give him a little bit of a polish. And I have some whiskey here. Now, whiskey is traditional for feeding and cleaning lodestones. You obviously don't want to clean a lodestone with water. It's because it's magnetic, it will rust. So just give it a little bit of a clean here with the whiskey. Now, before we put the lodestone to work, it is traditional to give your lodestone a name, because again, it's considered a living being. So what I did was, because I want the lodestone to attract prosperity for me, I went and Googled a lot of different words in different languages, including Latin, for prosperity. And then I just sort of let the right name come to me. And the name that came to me, the word in Latin that came to me, was profectus. And profectus basically, it's prosperity, but prosperity through achievement, prosperity through effort, not, $1 billion just dropped in your lap out of thin air from the lottery, which would be nice. But it's about prosperity because you've put in the effort and you've earned what is coming back to you. And I like that. And it seemed to be a name that was sort of calling out to me. And so this lodestone, this little guy, is Profectus. Now that he has a name and he's all cleaned up, we're going to set him to his task, set him to his purpose. So, Profectus, I ask you to work on my behalf. I ask you to bring in the prosperity that my efforts deserve. I ask you to give me success and achievement in creative endeavors, in my work life, and in all areas in which my achievements and my efforts make the world and my life a better place. Profectus, this is your task, and I thank you for all the prosperity that you will bring me going forward. Now, if you were following voodoo, you would say a prayer or psalm, recite one of the psalms, and I don't do that. So we have Perfectus. He is set about his task of attracting success and achievement and prosperity from the universe to me. And now we're going to feed it. So again, we go back to the iron filings and the whiskey, which are traditional ways of feeding a lodestone. And it's very simple. You take a little bit of the whiskey and you say, Perfectus, I offer you this whiskey in thanks for all the prosperity that you bring me. And we take a little bit of the iron filings and we say, Prospectus, I offer you this magnetic sand in thanks for all the prosperity and achievement and success you bring me. And we're done. So what I will do is every day, I'm going to set him in the window and set him to work. And every day I will come in and I will feed him a little. And eventually he'll sort of get covered in the magnetic sand, and that's fine. You can just knock the sand or the filings off and reuse them indefinitely. So it's your spell, I guess you could call it, will go on. So every day that you take care of him and you feed him, he will attract success and prosperity to you. So if you have a lodestone, I urge you to try it. And I hope that your life is going well and that you are manifesting everything that you hope for in your life. I wish you peace.